So this is a real important video. Peter Skeen Ogden, who was never in Ogden. Brownsville. Freaking. Who are the savages? The Masonic Temple that I hung from a 1905 right there. I hung from a rope and hand chisel. The mighty Ben Lomond, they named the Bigelow. Archie Bigelow was a crook. I did all the restoration on the Bigelow, all of it for Mr. Budge, Jess, all the plaster, the marble inside, redid the terracotta, freaking all of it. That's my hand everywhere. The Masonic Temple right there. And why is this important? So they brought in the Monarch wannabes, brought in the Monarch butterfly painter. So this is, you cannot make this up. So I'll show you. So she's painted Monarch butterflies all over. Now, you've seen what they do. She uses stencils. She uses stencils and paints. So I get it. Is it talent? Not much, but I talked to her, and she's pretty militant. She's from, now say this is real important, she's from Half Moon Bay. And she's militant at bringing back the insects and the butterflies. She recognized me. Everybody does now. It's like when I talk, she says, oh God, you know, the visual genre, how can they not find me? The mighty Ben Lomond. So, this old building, which I can really get into the history of this, but well, that'll another video. I've got 10,000 plaster jobs in Ogden. So let's talk frescoes, including, I used to do a lot of work for the Mexican place, which is right here. By the way, he's dead. He was a drug addict. And we'll get into that on 24th Street. I'll do another video on 25th Monroe. The old Safeway, the rock was $1 million worth of rock. He covered it up. I said, I won't do it. I refuse. You can cover $1 million, what, you know, $20,000. So I rolled a primer on it so it could be peeled back. Got in a big fight with him. I was so pissed. You're destroying Ogden's heritage. This beautiful build, which they do. So that's her work. Now, I like him, don't get me wrong. Is it talent? Not much. Let's get real. Let's get real. She uses stencils. She's got a couple people that work with her. But this is the false equivalency. So I'm like, you know, I'm the one that painted with tomato soup on that dead humpback in 2015. Fukushima killed me. Oh God, I remember when that happened. Oh, I remember when you did that. I says, I got in a lot of trouble for that. I says, you're sitting right there. Now stay with me, this is important. So, this is her work. Now, this is a fresco. A dry fresco. Is this a dry fresco? It could have been. Who did the plaster work on these walls? I did. How long ago? Oh, decades ago. What was it? So her name's Inkwell, her name's by Jane Kim. Now let's get real. Is it talent? Not much. She uses stencils. I like it though. You know, these were old walls. They've been here the whole tile. By the way, I'm the guy that restored the tile on the tops. So it could have been a dry fresco. What's the odds? So a fresco, a dry fresco, it can sit raw for decades, millenniums, plaster. Until you paint it once. Ogden City painted it. Here we go, look at this clad. So, I plaster. I've got 10,000 of them around here. So, I told her, I says, well, you do know who you're working for. Now, I'll get another video inside the bodice, like I said. The old Orpheum set right there. Big D had a chute coming down there. It was historic. Tore it down. That's what they do here. Leslie Hodson right there. You know, I've done lots of videos right there. My daughter and grandson live right there, the old Deseret Gym. That was Weber State. So, the panty painter's out. I says, well, you want to save them. Do you realize this is Wattis Construction? In your side, you know about Wattis School of Art in San Francisco. You know about the MoMA. The Phyllis Wattis house was right there. Brigham Young's granddaughter. These are the people that killed the butterflies. See the names you're sitting right up in there? I had no idea. Obviously. I says, they built the reactors at Fukushima, Japan. Oh, she says, well, you're the Fukushima. Yeah. So, we're panty painting again. Now, I like her, and she was pretty fierce about and she's got the thesis down about the ecology being killed on the butterflies, and I'm like, Well, you ever been to Monterey? I spend my winters there. That's the place. On the point. I do a lot of work with the old retirees at Monterey, inside the aquarium. They're the ones that I learned the world that the Greys were giving birth the same year. So where she lives, Half Moon Bay, everybody complained, ooh, we don't like the smell. I said, ooh, Carmel, what? Whiskey bottles, brand new cars. What's that smell in Carmel? It's a dead fucking whale. We don't like it. It keeps floating back in. We're afraid they're going to bring in sharks. What the fuck are you talking about? So I've done this twice. I've wrote Fukushima killed me on a well with tomato soup twice. I've done it. I got in a lot of trouble both times. I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you. I even used organic soup. They're dead. You fuckers. I wrote it in the sand. They come in right behind me, took a chainsaw and cut it out. Threatened her. I'm like, fuck you. You fucking. So who's the criminals? Who's the savages? Leslie Hodson, Forest Services. The BLM's trying to relocate here. The fucking Great Salt Lake's going dry. BLM's fucking land out there where Grassy Mountain, Mitt Romney dumps. I talked to Jen Wilson yesterday too. And she's, oh my God, it's Kevin Blanch. You know, I'm like, yeah. So they're ignorant. They don't know. That's my point on the art community, on the estate. They're ignorant. I mean, their fucking answer and their thesis, they don't go deep enough. Not even close. They're scratching the surface. So I'm like, oh my God. I says, these are the people. These are the oligarchs. This is Utah construction. Floor, building little reactor. These are the people. San Francisco. That's my point. The art community. Where's the Peggy Guggenheim? So this is real important. 6 years ago today, you know, I go to the jetty every year this day. And I document the thing, but I don't have a car. My car broke. That's the reward I got for all this incredible hard work. I'm on foot. I walk. I've been getting a ride from a guy out by my house, but he only gets me to 12th and Wall, and so I've been walking, but I like it. So, now this is an incredible story, again with the artist. So Joseph McDonald, the incredible famous sculptor. I'm standing there exactly 6 years ago today. People saying, oh, it's been going on for years, just like my tide pools. We have tide pool videos in 2010 when they're healthy. The salmon were fucking completely healthy in 2015. Record returns. They go to sea for 5 years. This is my point. We drew the line. The lake was completely at perfect level. The only time the jetty has ever been filmed at its perfect level in its history, besides Robert Smithson's crazy fucking film. He was killed right after. I was in Manhattan when his partner, she did the sun tunnels, she's dead now, for the moment, touted the island around the island. So I've been participating all the time. That's my work on my hand on that freaking job. I've done lots of restoration on that one. I mean, I got 10,000 of them. So I'm standing there at the perfect jetty. I'm sick. Remember, I got to get out the jetty and get the lake doctor. So I'm out at the jetty. I was there when the jetty was built. The guys that built it, Mr. Phillips, he worked for freaking Grant Busenbark, freaking the Huntsakers, Paulner Whitaker. They all evolved from my grandfather, Abraham Huntsaker, the horseman. They're all the same clan. He's the guy that started them all on the septic. That's him, my dad. We were out there when he built it. I was a little boy. I was 10. I got to meet him. Smithson's patted me on the head. You know, that's my family. I got that great video with my little grandkids dancing right there. So fucking historic, so iconic. Leslie Hodson again. So, I'm standing there shooting the video. This is before they got the road really good now, and I fought against that fucking road out there. I'm like, fuck you. It used to be a trek. You'd have to hike most of it. The lake flooded. It's never been videoed. The lake was at perfect level in 2012. It's the driest in its history. It's empty. The marshes are dead. I'm alive 6 years later, but the marshes are dead. So stay with me. This is important. The panty painters. So here comes this guy pulling up right as I'm doing a video. I'm speaking about Peggy Guggenheim. When we're going to get a Peggy Guggenheim to break lines of oligarch to give us our chance. And he pulls up, starts talking to me right as I'm doing my video. He says, I heard you say something about Peggy Guggenheim. Humble like Jesus. Jesus was not humble, assholes. Jesus, humble? How about when he went into the fucking temple with a fucking whip? This is what they've done. These phony fuckers postured you into a fucking nightmare. Yeah, he was real humble when he went into the fucking temple with the whip and tipped it over and kicked it over. So humble it killed him. He wasn't humble. He was a minimalist. Oh, he didn't believe in usury. I mean, all this that's involved today. So, he starts talking about Peggy Guggenheim. He says, I knew her. I was on apprentice. I was a sculptor, young sculptor. He's the famous sculptor. I was training in Florence, Italy. 500 years ago, Michelangelo, right to this day. So, holy Moses, you know, I was there last year. Liepata, Balco. I got to go into the bunker where he had to hide. You know, the work that I've done cuts across so many demographics. It's amazing. So, he says, you know, Peggy Guggenheim used to have recruiters. She used to like to have sex with young artists, and she was an old lady. She recruited me. I says, well, did you take one for the team? And he says, I couldn't do it. If I wouldn't, he says, it set my art career back 30 years. I wish I would have. This is my favorite plaster job. Is the Weaver County Library. That plaster is this thick. I did the repairs when they knocked up some stuff on inside the wall. Plaster is that thick. It was 1970 stuff when this country was socialist. And so, you know, it's pretty irony. So her and I have teamed up together. She doesn't even know it. I did all the plaster work on that. I did all the plaster work in this fucking town. Blanch plastering. You know, I balanced my Wall Street career, my teaching career. If you haven't seen as hard as working on, I go like this my whole life. One day at a time. You know, that's why I'm alive. AML Leukemia. As I'm walking the coast, AML Leukemia, she's in her studio in Half Moon. Ooh, come by, yeah, yay. I'm dying, walking the coast, documenting the dead fucking tide pools, diving through, broke my hand, cracked the back of my fucking head. You watched it in real time. So I'll get another one inside. Don't you know these are the people that are killing the monarchs? These are the monarch wannabes that are killing the monarchs. Don't you see that? And you're working for them. And come by, yeah, holding that. Just like they brought in Dolores Hurd. And she's up there, come by. I'm like, Dolores, they exploit child labor on this campus. Feet from where you're sitting talking. Oh, we need local activists. And she says, oh, well, I know you. I mean, everybody knows me from the internet now. Oh, it's just the will. It's just fire. It's just fucking the internet. It's just Kevin Blanch, the environmental. By the way, those guys are assholes. I'll walk. So, you gotta have exact change. You don't get. How come you don't have a credit card swiper? I mean, fuck, it's pathetic. Don't get me going. So, you cannot make this up. So, important video. The panty painter's out, and I like her. Don't get me wrong, I like her because she is fighting for the monarch. She's on it, and she says, "Oh God, I was so excited when you did that. I remember when you did that." I did it twice, by the way. You know, they'd have SUVs, black ones that had radiation detectors. They would pick up the radiation. You know, I'm right there watching them, video on fucking. You got to remember, a lot of that block, I didn't even have a camera. I was dying. Where the fuck are you going to load up video on the Central Coast? You've seen all my library cards. I could pull them out right now. They're on my wall. I have a library card at every fucking library fucking on the California coast all the way, the whole coast. I won't walk the Pacific Trail. Astro died on the trail, by the way. Another North of Cal. He died with Rex on the Pacific. I was on the coast. I was on the coast. I documented it. If I didn't document it, it didn't get done. Ha! My old dentist when I was a kid right here. Right there in that building. Dr. Moy's not because of these scumbags now. These fucking dentists are crooked, criminal derelicts around. He was a good dentist. You know? So, what's happened to our fucking place? So, thank you to everybody who supported this historic work. Kevin Blanch. Oh boy, the artist of the time. Are you kidding? By the way, you know, she uses stencils and everything, and I like them. They're pretty. She paints because she's able to infiltrate. She paints little songbirds too, in the collapse of the songbird. Raccoons. How about everybody's cats? You know, go wild, eat them and kill them. But how about Fukushima? I'm an environmentalist. I'm a butcher, what's a cow? I'm a baker, what's a fucking cake? I'm a plaster, what's a hawking trowel? I'm an avant-garde activist, what's fucking painting tomato soup? Killed me on a 60,000 pound well. As the wells are collapsing, Obama took them off the endangered species. What a story. The place is so fucking dry. I'll wait for the gray sauce. I wasn't able to get my documentation to the jetty, but I'll do it. You know, I'll get out there the next few days. Nobody will help me. I mean, I've asked for help and help. You know, these fuckers are all cut up in their fucking little world. She's, God, I was so excited when you did that. She jumped right up on me, put her arm around me, took that picture. You know, and we had a long talk. She's pretty intense. She gets it. She knew all about Fukushima. So Jen Wilson, who's running against Romney, oh my God, it's you, Kevin. And I'm like, yeah. She says, you know, Kevin, I don't know as much as you should. And I said, well, I can help you. You know, Romney owned Stericycle. You know, they burned mad cow there. Clyde Cooley on this campus died of mad cow. You know, he owns Grassy Mountain. I didn't know that. And I said, just ask me, you know, here, give me my email, go back and forth. You need something environmentally, whatever, ask me. Now, Romney's not from here. Romney's a dirtbag. His kids are Oxycontin freaking killers, scumbag. See you in D.C. I'll be there for a while. I'm going to go there the 2nd. Get there the 3rd, I think. I'll be there for a while. You know, maybe I'll take the bus back into New York. I don't know. But I got a lot of stuff planned. Felipe and Craig, I'll take my turn at the Peace Vigil. You know, keep fighting, everybody. You know, don't give up. And I like your work, don't you? I bet. I says, you're able to do what I couldn't do. Infiltrate these fuckers. They don't know. They don't know you've infiltrated. Go at them. Go at them. You know, you want to see talent, real talent. I mean, watch my fresco videos. Watch my, I'll tell you, show you talent. I could draw like a camera. I could paint like a camera. Anything. I mean, like a camera, literally. I mean, some of my stuff, I mean, fast. So can Ackerman. You seen Ackerman go? Watch Ackerman paint. Whoa. Watch Patrick McCormick go. That's talent. There ain't no stencils there. Whoa. Like that. Improv. I'm a fucking want to save the butterflies. Save the whales. Greenpeace. Fucking we're the club. Come by y'all. We work for the very people that killed them. Not me, I'm grassroots. I'm environmental. Some human rights say, what's Fukushima? The old Ogden High, the first one. Stay tuned.